Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and we thank you for being here with us. This is a session where we channel messages from the Council of Nine and other councils of light, whatever their name is. It's really of no importance because they're all here to help humanity, to uplift us, to raise our vibrations, to let us see what we have not been able to see in a long, long time. I do have a couple of members here. I have Jazz and Leaf with me. And, for those that are interested or feel that they might have a calling, please email me or message me. Um, and, so we could let you come in and see if you can do this with us. Your face doesn't have to be shown. Your real name does not have to appear. And so there's nothing to lose, but a lot to gain. You will be able to then join us and collectively feel that energy that is very different when we all join together than if we do this by ourselves. We get the collective and we receive the collective energy and we give the collective energy. So, welcome. And again, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Uh, if you share, others can then also receive the benefits of this. Now, I am going to have everyone just close your eyes and take 3 deep, slow breaths. That usually helps you connect, unwind, find your balance, ground yourself, and then be able to join us and travel with us. And if you don't know exactly how to do that yet, you can just set the intention and spirit always helps you. Galactics always help you. Um, Beings that are here to help us do help us in any which way that they can, as long as we give them permission and we ask. Now, before we started this program, one of our members already received a coordinate, and we will ask her to repeat that. Leave, please.
34579.
34579. Now just settle in, relax, and allow your higher self to travel there. Allow your higher self to see how beautiful other places, other dimensions, other beings are. Now, what I am experiencing, I landed in basically a cave all made of crystal. And I am in the tunnel, part of it, walking out towards a light, a brightness, an extremely bright brightness, by the way, almost to the point where I am getting blinded by it. The energy is wonderful. The energy is very positive, uplifting, loving. And I believe that this tunnel, this cave, is kind of like the portal into that dimension or that place. For those that don't understand or know, there are portals everywhere on Earth, in other galaxies, other dimensions, where beings just like ourselves can travel through once we regain our memory of how to do it. And this is what one of the things they want you to understand and realize today. that there are ways of getting from point A to point B without having to travel for years, for months, for weeks. It's just basically instantly. Now I am at the very edge of that entrance into the other dimension. And I am feeling like I'm walking through like a scanner. That's how bright it is. It's like it scans my whole body. And at the same time, I feel healing my body as I walk through it into this other place. I'm going to invite the members that are here that whenever you feel or experience anything if you wish to share, please do.
The scanning energy is a scanner, if you will, made of lavender and lemons, or their essences are present in this realm. There are fields and fields and fields of lavender in front of us. And I see Lady Karaminkaya present there. She resembles our Blessed Mother, and yet she is there to welcome us. And gathering around her are other light beings in a circle that is being formed. And we're being invited to join this circle and embrace what is happening.
It is a beautiful circle. The energy is definitely profound.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sensing that the energy is being relayed back and forth to each other. So you've got all of these light beings, just, if you will, tossing energy back, forth, over, under, across, in between each other, so that everybody is receiving an enormous amount of light energy, of wisdom, of joy. And the lady is kind of bringing it all into a huge bubble. And that bubble is growing and growing and growing, and it goes out to all the surrounding realms.
Now, always suddenly someone wants to speak, so I'm letting them speak through me. I believe it's Ra. I want everyone to understand the councils of light, Council of Nine, and any other council that is here present are here to help humanity individually and globally. What these messages are at this moment may affect you individually, but it is meant for global healing.
Mm-hmm.
The council will contact and guide you if you so wish, if you so ask, individually, with whatever it is that you need help with. We're not here to take away your free will. We are here to help. With that in mind, I would like to invite you to ask the councils during the week, in between these sessions, for all those that are present, whether it's now or later, to help you and give you guidance. We will help you. We are here to guide you. We are here to bring you healing and help you maintain your path to full ascension. Many have awakened, but don't forget, awakening is a continuous action. It is not a one-time moment. Awakening, there is so much knowledge that needs to be awakened that it cannot be accomplished one time. Otherwise, your human existence will not be able to handle all that energy and all that remembrance and all those memories and all that reactivation that needs to get done. You are more than what you believe and have been taught you are. And now I will step back. Now seeing the ladies dancing like fairies. They're, that energy is so happy, so joyous. Again, I invite you both, if there's anything you want to share.
The joy that's being generated is being sent, broadcast loudly to those areas of the world, of the universe, that are in dire need. Right now, at least on Earth, there are very destructive storms that have damaged Mother Gaia, have damaged homes, families, and stripped them of livelihood, if you will. And so many other places, whether it's because of war or natural disasters. And there's the natural tendency in that situation to be devastated and depressed. So the energy of joy, the energy of love, the gayness is being sent back to these injured areas all over the universe so that people can never lose hope. People can be restored and renewed and uplifted in spite of the tragedy that they are facing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh,
I see light energy, light rays joining above all of those that are dancing in the broader circle, and flowers are forming as the tips of the rays touch each other. And as that happens, the flowers are just cascading ever so gently down through the atmosphere that's there and surrounding us with fragrances of heaven's joy, of God's joy, of all that is supremely divine.
yes.
We're asked to drink in that fragrance, not only of those present, but all over.
Yes. Take another deep breath. It's just amazing. And we are We are in a beautiful place. Hello, Eric. Welcome. The council says welcome.
How late am I?
Yeah. You know, council doesn't have time at this moment. So
I'm here now and I shut
yeah.
up. Yeah.
They're grateful you're here.
Yes, they are grateful you're here. So leave, please give the coordinates so Eric can also be present.
3, 4, 5, 7, 9.
Okay, got it.
So
We've been experiencing a circle of light beings that have formed an energetic bubble around that emanates out. And many are dancing, many are singing, many are just being jubilous in the presence of divine energy.
and we had Ra speak through me, explaining the difference between our weekly sessions and our opportunity to individually speak to the council. Where if we speak to the council directly, or the councils directly, they can direct us individually for our individual healing. And this is global, although it can affect individually. And we walked through a beautiful portal made of crystal, like a cave. Walked in through a beautiful bright light that felt like a scanner. At the same time it was scanning, it was also healing.
It's interesting, back in the cave, there are classrooms off on various little grottos that are teaching centers for the knowledge that we are seeking.
Mhm.
They're very
Yes.
happy we passed that portal. Seems to be a milestone for us / them.
Mhm.
And the classrooms are getting filled up. That's the new thing.
Mhm. Yes, they're very, very excited that the classrooms are finally starting to get filled up, because it means more humans are finally opening up and awakening to more, realizing that there's more and knowledge is needed.
It's interesting, I'm starting to see lines to get into the classrooms, and yet the classrooms are being reproduced, built, developed, however you want to see that, at an almost instantaneous rate. And so these lines are just being emptied and filled and emptied and filled and emptied and filled.
Yeah, again, it's maybe a repeat, and they say we're not there yet in amounts of people, but the flow has been started. Everyone again is invited, and It's happening.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And all beings are intermixed in the classrooms. It's not just humans that are present.
I was just gonna say that. Yes, they want to make it a point that we all need knowledge. And we all need the activation of the knowledge we already have. Now, this is going to throw everybody off, but they're just saying go to Mars. No coordinates, just picture Mars.
Well, alrighty then.
Yep. And
Mhm.
when you get there, realize that you will be able to see where the water used to exist. Look at the terrain. And there's something that will spark in all of us, whoever is able to go, and will activate some memory, some knowledge that has been hidden away for a long time. And I'm going to speak from my experience at this moment. I am seeing those areas that look like rivers have dried up, filled up with a liquid. I can't really say it's water per se, but it is a liquid. Um, they're not letting me get near enough for it right now. But I'm seeing everything come to life almost like if it was Earth, but with very different, lack of wording, vegetation, and very different beings. Not just animals, but beings in general. Very different life.
A pyramid off to my right. With a lot of sand around it. It's not like you can't see a lot of the pyramid, but there it does seem to be a doorway to enter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm confused and not confused, meaning my 3D mind is failing me here. Again, I agree with all of you. I see restoring Mars. I see settlement starting up on Mars.
Mm-hmm.
It's Egyptian-like,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not 3D and it's not in Egypt. That's why my 3D mind gets twisted.
Mm-hmm.
I see pyramids, yes, doors, portals.
Mm-hmm.
The restoration of Mars and even indirect magic.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do get limited by our humanity, but they're getting it. Basically, they're showing us this because they want us to understand that no matter where we have been or where we're going, there is the opportunity for life and growth. There's the opportunity for us to evolve. And there is opportunity for us to reignite that knowledge, that ancient knowledge that we all have inside of us. And now that we're finally starting to awaken, and we're awakening by the numbers, the hundreds, the thousands, the 100,000s, it is time to start seeing more than what we see or we have been allowed to see. And I'm also getting that Mars was one of the places that are, for intents purposes and lack of wording, our souls traveled to. Our souls lived. Our souls nourished. Our souls existed before something tragic happened. And the remains is what is now.
Again, my limited mind is failing me. The only thing I can express is that a lot of timelines are coming together as Glenda is trying to explain all that old and new knowledge, all that higher dimensional things. I see Orion, I see water, but it's not water to my mind.
I know.
But they say the closest you can get is, or we can explain, is water. But it doesn't look like water.
I know. That's why I said liquid. I didn't know what to say. But it sustained life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
it's the liquid that sustained life.
Energetically, it's very similar to water,
Mhm.
but its chemical properties, if you will, are different. And yet their function is almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I agree with the definition to sustain life. That's a nice concept.
And go ahead.
It's interesting that, when I landed there, I kind of put my hands out, feeling the energy, if you, and just kind of open palmed. And as I did that, there was kind of a rising from within Mars, within the crust that's in front of us. And all of this began to evolve as each of us did similarly, raise that from which is already there and is made anew.
Mhm.
What's been described in many dimensions is already developing and already there. The 3D world and timeline that most humans relate to, can't see it, but it's there. And it's just waiting to be quote unquote found by our smaller mindsets that are really struggling to wrap our brains around this.
Mhm.
But it's there. And my crystals are so hot right now.
Yeah, this one is like, I keep having to do this because it's like the hot potato game. Yes, there's a lot of energy there. And it's very hard to explain with our limited vocabulary or limited mind at this moment. what exactly is happening, but it's a feeling, it's a knowledge, it's multidimensional, multi-space, energetically, multi-being. So it's extremely hard to explain, but it's at the same time so comforting and so familiar. It's like, feels like all this energy and everything that's going on feels like home, even though we may not have all come from there, but it feels like this is the same, basically, wherever we traveled through there, if nothing else, when it was thriving, when there was life that we can see, that we could see and experience.
A similarity to describe the entities that are there. As absurd as it sounds, if you think about Star Wars and how some of the quote unquote aliens look in that, it's that different. They're not the same, but this that challenging for us to be able to describe and to figure out how to tell you what we're seeing. And yet the light, they're very definitely light beings. You have some very classic looks, as you know, tall and long and white hair or silver hair and blue and this and that, but there are varieties beyond our imagination of individuals that are there.
A way to explain it.
Yeah, and only extra details I get is the most of the beings that are there are builders, because they just only just become, so to speak, although they have been working there in a figure of 3 or 0 or 4 zeros, but that's okay. Again, and they're building a meeting place, a university almost.
Yes.
And from what I'm getting is like, you go to the classrooms in that tunnel cave, and then you graduate to the university. So they're building it now that they see that there is growth and there is knowledge being sought in the classrooms. They're now building, for lack of wording, higher education building, for those that continue on their path of awakening and ascending. That energy, though, it's undescribable.
It's interesting, the university that Eric described is the only way I think we can imagine a higher education kind of concept, and yet there are no walls there. It's all kind of an open area where you gravitate to the teacher of the moment that you feel drawn to. And as you've absorbed what you need to there, you just drift over to some other instructor that has a piece of what you're looking for. It's very fluid.
Mhm.
Yeah, again, continuing with what Cher said, in a few weeks, they tell me, and again, I'm surprised. There will be a possibility for live streaming from Earth.
Mm.
Mm.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Sign me
Indeed.
up.
And I concur with Eric, because I was getting somewhere like around by the second week of June, we will be able to communicate a lot easier, and we will be able to then teach easier, and get to more masses, basically, which is again very interesting. That lots of the times it will be in the human body's sleep, and that's how they will be able to transmit all the knowledge easier. Because since we are awakening and ascending, that frequency that they needed for us to get to, we are there or almost there.
And they're hoping to get conscious people about 100 to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's much as we don't really want to leave, they're asking us that they're going to be sending coordinates to one of us. Since they send the first ones to leave, are you getting any?
No, nothing right now.
Okay. Thank you. All right, whoever gets the coordinates. Because they're not telling me to for some reason.
I'm back to the coordinates I received already, the 34579.
Okay. Okay. It's right in that cave, in that other dimension where we went through the scanner.
But the walls of the cave are sparkling now.
Mm-hmm.
They're sparkling with energy. They're sparkling with wisdom. And just standing there for a brief moment is wow.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a hologram being turned on, but I can't discern its form or shape.
Okay, not to become difficult, but that's where we need, that's the entrance, that's the code we need.
You're not difficult. They're just rerouting us differently. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. So the hologram is the portal. So I
That's the
guess we
portal.
just go through it.
Okay.
All right. Jumping.
4 for the portal.
Okay, what they're telling me now is, again, it gets crazy like hell. It's not about going through the portal; it's calibrating the portal to know if there is any human passing by. How does this signature and his vibration looks like? Beam me up, Scotty. If you're not synchronized, you get lost somewhere else.
I'm already on the other side, so
Ah,
I guess it was calibrated perfectly for me.
I've touched down.
Okay. You want to describe what you're getting?
Something soft, but like says sort of sandy, but cool. You know how sand can be hot as heck to walk on, but this is cool and it has a certain warmth to it. It's not hot though. It's not cold. It's very comfortable, kind of fun to wiggle your toes in.
that's the calibration.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I see at the moment. I see
Yeah.
that Glenda passed. Leaf is in the middle, meaning she's stuck in the portal and they're scanning her, like at the customs. Stay put, we're scanning you.
Oh, for joy.
And I'm looking at the scenery. I don't see Jazz yet.
Oh, I have crossed over into the ethereal world.
Ah, you're somewhere else. You're somewhere else. Why? But you need to be there. That's for sure.
Just enjoying the ride. That's all I can say.
I think you're getting a personal service or something. A VIP.
Yeah, she got the VIP ticket.
Yeah, your look ethereal. Ah, but that's the thing. Okay.
They just spit me out.
No. It means you're not considered human enough.
Oh, well, all right.
I am just enjoying the ride, enjoying the energy. Very uplifting.
Sublime.
And they're telling me to look up now. So when I looked up, I see just the only way I could describe it is when you're in the middle of nowhere and it's nighttime and you see all the beautiful stars shining in that no moon type of sky, where all you see is all those little twinkles.
Kind of foggy with light, but with light, if that makes like you could see it's dark out, but you could see where the fog is. It's like the fog is lit up, for lack of a better way to say it.
Yeah, for me, I see the portal. And then I have around and above it a huge funnel of light, slightly blue. And that's the scenery I get.
I guess each one of us is getting what we need at this moment. See, to me, when I look up in the skies at night and see all the stars and everything else is dark. It's one of the most beautiful things that I could see. I get such joy and such uplift. And just, I could stare up for hours. So each one of us is getting something that we need out of this.
I agree. I get the same feel. For me, it's not darkness, it's light, but I see the stars,
Mm-hmm.
and the feel is the same. I can look at it for days if I want to. It's a wow,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Yeah. It is wow. Like they're reminding us that it's a never ending. And to remind us that there's a lot more out there than we remember. To open our point of view, to open our perspective.
The fog is kind of like smoke, you know how it
Mhm.
smoke is billowy and sometimes takes different shapes. You know, there was one shape of a winged being of some sort. But the fog has its own luminescence. That's probably a good way to say it, I guess.
Mhm.
It's just interesting uh, to kind of look around and watch the shape of the fog change and shift and
They're saying soak up the energy. It will ignite the mind to remember certain things that each one of us individually needs, but also globally outside of us. It will ignite not the remembrance of knowledge,
Wisdom.
wisdom. Yes. Thank you.
For me, I think it's the end of the show.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why they want us to soak it up. So let's slowly grasp everything that we can. And then start taking slow, deep breaths to go back down to our individual zeros. Slow though. I don't want anyone rushing. You might get dizzy from today's experience.
Okay, technically they're asking Glenda to close the door behind you to check that that everyone is back.
Yes. Okay. All right. Jazz, come on. I know you don't want to leave, but come back. Okay. I know, come on.
ollie and free.
All right. Let's go back down to our zeros. I'm closing all the doors. There's 7 doors that I am closing right now.
Okay.
Take a couple of deep breaths and open your eyes. As always, thank you to everyone who's here. Thank you to our members. This was a magnificent channeling session. I thank all of the councils, Council of Nine and all the other councils of light. Take a deep breath. Many blessings. And as always, namaste. And we send love. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.